All right, here's a quick look outside over the city of Portland. It looks like little droplets there on the camera lens. We have gone over and are mixing with rain at times, and temperatures are a little milder too. So along the coastline, especially the south coast, you know, it's going to turn sloppy and slushy and really messy, while much of the rest of the state is just kind of pure snow right now. All right, superintendents who are about to make the call. It's like 5:15, yep. So this is about the time that they're, saying, okay, is this a 2-hour delay? Is this a full day delay? Are you canceling it? That kind of thing. These are the end times. These are my best estimate end times. Got about 9 a.m. for Portland area, all right? Noonish for just north of Lewiston and Augusta area. 3-ish Bangor area, and it's all day long for northern Maine. So that kind of gives you an idea of how this thing's going to play out, all right? Snow totals, here you go. The list is growing. Southern Maine areas, Raymond 8.2, the leader in the clubhouse this morning. Gorham, Auburn, Newfield 7 inches. By the way, in Newfield, this is a maple sap farmer. He tapped over the weekend. Yep, the trees were running over the weekend with the sunshine out. It's kind of neat to hear. That's a sign of spring. Well, sort of. Spring's still a long way away. York and Cumberland's got 6 inches. Clifton, a little to the east of Bangor, 6. Fairfield Center, 6. And Bangor, 5. Measured by the new Center Maine team, so I trust it. All right, here's a look at the radar. 90% of the state seeing some snow. The 10% that isn't is across the south. We have temperatures here that are above freezing. Portland, Cape, Saco, Wells, Kittery, Portsmouth, even Sanford above freezing. And by the way, there's kind of the back edge right there. So we're going to go down to kind of sporadic precip and some mist and drizzle very shortly as this line sort of slowly works up the coastline. So conditions here won't be as bad as, say, conditions here, where it's a snow with at times some pockets of sleet mixing in. Got a report from Harrison that some sleet was mixing in there. Naples is at 22, Lewiston 23. We're going to check with Corey in a second to see what's going on out of the sky there in the LA area. Augusta 22 with snow. Turner, right around Route 2. This is a darker shade of blue in here. I bet that snowfall rate's about 1 inch per hour. And look at that band. There may be some sleet mixing in, but this could be some heavy snow too. Bangor 25 degrees with what I mentioned, 5 inches of snow on the ground. Sleet mixed in Rockland, 31, 30 in Bar Harbor, 29 Cherryfield. The cold stuff is really up north, 15 or so for northern Maine. The snow on the ground right now, about 1.5 inches with another like 12 to go. All day long snowstorm for far northern Maine. The energy is being transferred to this low, which is going to swing up through the Gulf of Maine and hug the coastline. So what's going on right now is while this area of high pressure to our north is locking in cold, aloft and in some places at the surface right along the coastline, we're chewing it away. We're chipping it away inch by inch by inch, and that warmth is kind of gaining ground right now, especially aloft where we're getting into this mixing phase now. So the snow phase for some folks is already over. Little, if any, additional accumulation. I'll show you a map in a second. But no matter where you are, whether it's snow, sleet and freezing rain, or plain old rain, it's going to be ugly, sloppy, and messy getting around this morning. No doubt about it. Noon time, here you go. We're starting to taper off, and it's over for southern Maine as I showed you those end times. But east and north, you're still ongoing with the snow, sleet, freezing rain, potpourri. You can see all the different colors there. Temperatures, though, hovering around 32, which I think is kind of good. So if you want to get home and just leave the stuff on the driveway, you get home this evening, it's not going to be a solid block of ice. We'll go below freezing tonight into the 20s, but it won't be a flash freeze. You'll have an opportunity to clean up once you get home from work. Here's 3 o'clock, ended in a Waterville area. There's the line. And then after 3 o'clock for Bangor, and then after 6 o'clock for northern Maine. By the way, the sun's going to pop out this afternoon in a lot of towns, and you're going to be like, whoa, that storm was in and out of here pretty quickly. This is additional snowfall from here on out, okay? Not what we're expecting totally, but additionally from this point moving forward, basically nothing for the south coast, including Portland. 1 to 3, Lewiston through Augusta. Bangor, I've got you in the 3 to 6 zone, 3 to 6 additional inches, back through the Oxford Hills and the western Maine mountains. North of Bangor, though, 6 to 12 additional inches of snow. Tomorrow, storm's gone. Little sun back here for Valentine's Day. Looks pretty good. You'll be able to get to your dinner reservations if you got a hot date or something like that. And as you look into Friday, little system here starts off as snow in the morning and then goes over to rain. Little accumulation, maybe like 1 inch to 3, something like that, away from the coast, 1 inch or less at the coast if I were to put a map together right now, which I'm not. Marine forecast, gale warnings are up, seas 10 to 15, and east winds are kind of kicking right now along the coastline. A messy morning, snowy mix out there. The afternoon, though, gets better. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, a mix of sun and clouds, period of rain and snow on Friday, and then a nice stretch of weather. The weekend looks great, folks. We're getting some great powder out there for the mountains right now and enough snow elsewhere that it'll be fun to play in, whether it's just a hike through the woods or skiing up in the resorts. Weekend looks really nice.